Something like it. Hi, what's the deal, man? We back into it, man. We take the best stuff, man. Let you see it, brother. I'm feeling good tonight, man. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year. See what's going on. A little festives around the way, man. Y'all see what's going on, man. Got a little, you know, you see what's going on, man. Got the jewels showing, man. Same cross on my chest, man, close to God. I'm a gargoyle, you know what I'm saying? Made of stone, built with wings, close to God, man. That's how I'm coming. That's how I'm coming tonight, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, man. This episode is going to be dropping right at 12 o'clock, man. 2026, here we go, man. So we're going to get right started to it, man. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal, man? YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you may be tuning in, listening to this information, getting this video, man, getting this knowledge, this sauce. I want to welcome you to Hustle Logic, man. And this is Hustle Talk with Successory. Look, if you've been here since the professor days, the game changer days, man, salute to you, man. You've been here since the beginning. Drop a like down below and let me know you've been here since the beginning, man, since the game changer days. So look, man, we back and better, man. Look, I know I ain't even want to say I took a little break or hiatus. Might have been about a week or so since I posted a new episode of me doing the talk show. But look, these last 90 days, man, it's the final day, man. And my last 90-day run of 2025 has came to a close. And I feel refreshed, dedicated to the game. You know what I'm saying? And I feel even more deep and divine into my purpose now. You know what I'm saying? Perfecting my craft. These last 90 days were very intentional for me, man. That's the key word. That's how I would sum up those last 90 days, being intentional. And if you tuned in with me on some of my previous episodes along the journey of the 90 days, man, you would know, and hopefully you will participate in as well too. You should see differences, look, tomorrow I can expect really all week, but tomorrow specifically being the first, or at this time being the first, everybody, and I mean everybody on the feed, new year, new me, new year, new resolutions, all the bumbo jumbo. And man, I ain't knocking it, don't get me wrong, I ain't knocking it. I used to say New Year's resolutions, but then I started realizing that I was overestimating what I could do within a year, and some things weren't getting hit. So it feels like the whole year's a fail if you don't get to any of your goals or your New Year's resolutions. What is better to do is just set goals for yourself. So I switched up my whole program, my whole flow, man, doing quarterly goals, short-term and long-term goals, thinking about where I want to be at the end of this year, or maybe at the end of this 6 months, or at the end of this 90-day run. Even the next 5 years or so, you want to think about that. I got goals that are going to take me 10 years. Could be longer, could be sooner, but I have it mapped out that far. And that's because we overestimate what we can do in a year, but we underestimate what we can do in 10. Now that's important because most people are not even thinking that far ahead. Taking it 1 year at a time, and you're still coming up short every single year. You're going to eventually, it's going to take a toll on you. Like, man, this stuff doesn't work. What am I setting a New Year's resolution for? Set yourself goals. Maybe do things in baby steps, What's up so much? Try to do it without the shades. I know we celebrating, like I said, Happy New Year again, man. Little woo got some balloons in the spot, man. You see what's going on, man. Yeah, you see what's going on. A little fun. So, hey, keep it. Here we go. Little decorations for y'all, man. I want to hang something up, but it's just a little too much work. I blew up all these balloons by myself too. I know it don't look like much, but I did them all by myself, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Cut a brother some slack. Let me get some slack, man. But look, it's a special episode. We're going to do more of these. I'm going to start doing more themes for the episodes, working on different scripts and skits, different, things like that. Maybe not a skit, just instead of just talking off the dome, have something a little more structured. That way each of these episodes is running into each other, you know. But hey, before we get too far ahead, man, we'll do a little drip check today, man. Something light came with the cashmere quarter zip sweater. You know, look, quarter zip, you know what I'm saying? So look, quarter zip, man. Got the jewels, you know what I'm saying? Watch, rings, chain, everything, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I came Carhartt on the pants. Little fun fact about me: you might catch me in jeans, but I don't like wearing jeans. It's something about being a tradesman. Man. You just always want pockets on your sides. So I can't really wear regular pants anymore, like jeans and just straight leg pants and stuff. Like, nah, they gotta be baggy, you know what I'm saying? I got a little bit bigger legs, so a little baggy, not tight on the ankles, and they gotta have some sort of pockets outside of the ones on the sides and in the back pockets. Of course, I gotta have some pockets down, like on my legs somewhere. So, you know, came Carhartt on the pants, man. If you know about the Carhartt, man. Go way back, man. Very, very great pair of pants. Look, reliable, do a little bit of everything, but they're fashionable as well too. You know, y'all just getting onto that wave. Us tradesmen, we've been on that wave, so let's get it. Y'all stepping in our territory. And lastly, man, came Coach High Class on the shoes. Ooh, came the Coach High Class on the shoes, man. Shout out to Big Sis, man. You know what I'm saying? Keeping me together, man. Look, if your woman asks you what size shoe you wear, you gotta give it a European size off the rip. Size 44. Come on. Let her know you want the real steppers, you know what I'm saying? So don't give her no size 10, 12, 13. Nah, nothing like that. Nah. Tell her I wear size 40. Throw the whole game off, man. Anybody asks you that, just tell them. Start throwing European sizes, man. Mess the whole game up. They like, oh, he wears shoes. Like, yeah, shoe game is like that. So, but back to it, man. Look, so this year, 2026, like I said, the last 90 days, very intentional, making a big difference, you know, big difference. I tell y'all, look, personally, my goal over the last 90 days was not only to dive deeper into my purpose, deeper into my business, but specifically increasing my finances. Look, I just wanted to go on a run and stack up a nice 10,000 so I could invest directly into my business. This money specifically into my business. And I'll tell you, look, man, hey, I'm not ashamed to say, came up just a little short. We about 2,500 away still. You know what I'm saying? I had to do a little, you know, the holiday kind of cut in, but ain't gonna make no excuses. But look, about 2,500 away. And the point of me saying that is not to flex, not to, you know, I'm not showing any money or any stamps, anything. You want to understand how I made it happen. Listen up, book a call. Let's have a conversation. I can tell you how you can do the same thing. But look, man, the more important piece of that information is that I came up a lot closer to the goal. Even though I fell short, I came up a lot closer and a lot further than I planned to be had I not written any goal. Had I not written down the goal or even attempted to achieve the goal, I would have been lost. You know, goals are like a compass. They give you a sense of direction. Every day you're waking up, and as humans, we crave routine. It's very easy to get caught up in the routine that's going on in the real world now. Man, as I look around every single day, man, so I drive a big van, fully loaded, and people constantly, man, speeding on the highways, cutting you off in and out, man. It's, don't get me wrong, it's kind of like you're driving a moving billboard. Not everybody wants to be behind a bigger vehicle, but still, you got people going 60 miles an hour down side streets. We racing to get from light to light. It's like you're in a rush to go nowhere fast. Like, think about it. You're in a rush to go nowhere fast. Nobody's that important or more important than the next person. And that's really what it's like when you don't have goals for yourself. You know, you're waking up every single day. You get caught up in a loop and life seems to move so fast. You're going nowhere fast because you're just playing it day by day. You're just kind of playing it by ear. And that's the quickest way to fail in life, in my opinion. Look, y'all came here. I'm not telling you what you need to be doing, but I'm telling you how things should be, how you should do things, how things should be going. And that's the easiest way to get lost, man. Without a sense of direction, if I'm leaving Michigan and I'm trying to get to not Ohio, but that's right down the road. But even without a compass though, you know, and no signs, no sense of direction, I wouldn't be able to get to Florida. I wouldn't be able to get to Ohio. I wouldn't be able to get anywhere to my destination. Granted, if I'm somewhere I've never been before, I wouldn't even be able to make it home because I have no compass, I have no GPS, I have no sense of direction. That's how a lot of us are moving in life, man. Before I had goals, I was that broken compass. I was that lost individual. So goals are very important to me now, and I specifically write all my goals as if I am living them in the present tense. So I write my goals at the start of this 90 days. I am so happy and grateful now. I have stacked up $10,000 by this, within these next 90 days. I'm speaking on it as if it's already done, because it is already done. In my mind, in my mental, I know that, hey, this is a goal that is very much achievable. I don't know how just at this point, but I know what it is I need to do. Show up every day, take the right steps. There's no way that it won't be meant for me. And the universe works like that. The universe works just like that. Anything you set your mind to, you may not need it in the physical, but you have to become that person. You have to act as if you have this goal that you want, this certain stature, this achievement. You have to move and act as if you are already having that, already living that lifestyle. And then it'll actually come into the forsaken when it's in the, and it's coming to the physical, when it is time, when you really done the work and the universe says, here, now we'll grant you that ticket. Somebody had asked me, how can I, when you're doing more, when you're doing a little bit more work, or when you're in the process, I like to call it the process of working on your goals, working towards your goal, working to get to that level, it's going to be times where you just feel like you're not moving nowhere. Straight up, it just seems like, man, I'm putting all this work in, but I'm not getting any results. I'm guilty of it. A week in November, I remember this very clear. And just like, man, something ain't going right this week. What is it? Like, I feel that time was moving faster than I expected. I'm down to my last 30 days already. The goal still seems so far away. I'm doing all the right things, but I don't feel like I'm getting all the right results. I don't see that I'm getting all the right results. When I look around me, things don't look differently. But what you don't know is you have to give things time. Sometimes you got to put in years and months and days of work, and then you get that explosion. The next 30 days might just be exponential growth. There's a story. There's a Chinese man, all right? There's a Chinese farmer. He's got a seed, and he plants the seed beginning of the season, and his neighbor, he sees him planting the seed. It doesn't say anything at the time, and every day for 3 years, the farmer comes out, he waters his seed, waters that seed every single day, 3 years straight, doesn't miss a day. Rain or shine, sun or shine, whatever, doesn't miss a single day watering that seed. Neighbor finally stops him one day and says, why do you keep doing that? Why do you continue to water that seed? It's obvious that nothing's happening. There's no change. And the farmer says, he just tells him, look, patience pays, and, continues to water the seed. Doesn't say too much. It's more of a, just let me show you how this works. And, after 3 years of watering nonstop, day in and day out, watering this seed, in just 6 months, that seed grew to a tree over 9 feet tall in just 6 months. Now, let me ask you this. Did he take the seed 6 months to grow, or did it take it 3 years? Think about it. Think about that. Take a moment and think about that. While you're thinking about that, like, comment, and share this video. Okay, send it to somebody that needs to hear this information. Send this to somebody that is the new year, new me person. Let's cut that and be new year, new routines, new disciplines. That's how I'm coming. New year, hey, it's the same. New year, same week. I ain't gonna lie to you. New year, same week. I'm just more improved. I got better habits. I got new discipline tactics. I got new goals. But I'm coming with the same energy. I'm coming with the same mindset. I'm coming with the same purpose. It's still me, baby. It's still me. So, new year, New me, man. Nah. New year, same me. New principles, new principles, new habits, new discipline, new goals. That's how I'm coming. That's how I'm coming to 2026, man. So again, back to the story. What did it really take? What did it really take, man? And that's how you got to look at your life. You may go hard for something. You might have put down 90 days. Like, I'm gonna get it done in 90 days. On day 91, do you just give up? Nah, man, no. Because I guarantee at day 90, you're a lot further than where you were when you started. So just keep putting the work in. Look, don't be caught up on the result. I said this in my chat the other day, man. Look, I got a chat, Telegram chat. Hustle Logic Quotes, Hustle Logic Talks. You want to be part of the chat, DM me, send me a personal message, man. I get you in there and just spitting some real facts, some real motivational quotes and get people in the right mindset. But I said something in the other day, man, that really shed light on understanding to just love the game, man. Love the hustle, love the work. That's why it's important to position yourself into what it is you believe you're meant to do, or what it is that you really want to do. You know, some of us have that. We have that option. Not everybody does. For the people that don't have that sort of advantage, what do you need to do to have that advantage? You might be working a job. Some people, it's one thing working a job, and it's another thing working a career. You know, we'll speak on that in another episode, but you might be working a job where, you know, man, look, I ain't gonna get too much more out of this. I really done milked it for everything that it's had. What is your escape right now? How can you do something for yourself? What is it that you can start up just to get going so you have something to look forward to? Okay. At the end of the day, if you here tuned into my information, you tapping in, going live with me and things like that. Look, man, we are looking to have ownership. That's what we about over here, man. Being your own man, being your own boss, being your own individual. And that doesn't mean necessarily, again, stopping out on your job, stopping out on your career, go and start a business. Like, no, not at all. Not at all. But you got to live for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you only going to take care of yourself. Only you is going to look out for you. You know what I'm saying? That's especially for to my young males out here, man, to the males. Look, man, nobody coming to save us. Nobody's coming to save us. So we have to be willing to live a different lifestyle. We have to be willing to take risks and get ahead as many ways as we possible. I don't mean take penitentiary chances and shortcuts and loopholes. And nah, man, it doesn't make sense to run around this mountain 10 times trying to find a faster way up when we could just go up straight the first time. We can do it right the first time. So got to change your perspective, man. Start looking at the glass half full versus half empty. You can't see the picture inside of the frame, man. Take a step back. If you need 90 days, reflect over them 90 days, man. But you have to be diligent. Okay, you have to be diligent. You have to be intentional. You have to be focused. All right. So some things that you can expect within the new year, man, coming from us is more content. We'll be working on individual videos where only people in my community will be able to get access to those certain types of videos. Look, the next thing that will be dropping very soon in the next, I'd say about 60 days, the first module to my course will be live. Okay, you can mark my words. First module, the next 60 days max will be live. So it could be sooner. It could be sooner than 60 days, but it's going to be at least 60 days. Just got to get some things tweaked out, have my assistant fix up, work on a couple things, and we're going to get that out to you guys. The second thing, within those 60 days, man, really looking to be interacting more in the field, booking calls, letting individuals talk to me, share some of their issues, bumps in the road they might be having, just anybody that's willing to come on, share the story. But you can expect some collaborations as well too. We want to get people into the Hustle Logic studio, man, and see what their thoughts are on things. You know, high level conversation, man. Remember, high level isn't just about being better than somebody. Man, none of that over here, man. High level is just being better than average. I don't like anything average. It scares me. It frightens me. It disgusts me. So can't do nothing average. Everything gotta go big, man. It's gotta go hard. So that's what you can expect over this time, man. And And just as much as I can think of, man, you guys let me know what else you would like to see. I ain't gonna speak on everything now. I was about to say something else, but I'm gonna hold that one and just drop that for y'all as a surprise. But be ready, man. Be on the lookout. Support the brand, support the name. Again, if you've been here since the start of it all, hey, I got y'all, man. We about to cook up. Remember what I said about the seed. That story is very important, man. Correlate that to your life in some kind of way. What is it that you're watering currently that hasn't quite sprouted? But when it does, believe me, it'll seem as if it happened overnight. It'll seem as if it happened overnight. What you got to be willing to do in the between time is just do the work. So let's go back to that for a second. Checking in every single day. And I'll tell you just about these last 90 days, there were days where you don't want to do anything, man. You really want to quit. And my family, I'm very close to my family, and they had one day I might have done something, man. I remember our first thing in the morning, and I just tell them like, no, I ain't feeling it today, straight up. My family, I could be vulnerable with them, man. We could laugh, tell jokes, and I can be real. I can be myself, of course, as I am working to be myself with y'all as well too. And I just told them straight up, man, I'm tired today. Stayed up late working on some stuff. Had to be up early for training. I've been getting up at 5 a.m. every single day, looking to maximize the time in the day. So look, waking up at 5 a.m, went to sleep late the night before, was restless, up thinking, reading, doing a whole bunch of reading, expanding my vocabulary. I want to enhance my vernacular over the next 90 days as well too. So just a lot going on, man. And my family, they hit me back in the group chat. We're talking. They said, what? You're tired. Like, whoa, surprise. And he's like, well, what would you tell other people if they ask you how you feeling today? And I'm just, hey, man, that's the truth. But I'm human. I'm human. I'm not perfect. I'm going to have those days at times where I'm not dropping the ball. Never that. Saying player might slip, but we never fall kind of deal, but there are days, like I said, I have to mentally tap in a little bit harder and pick myself up, or I may need to be poured into before I can pour into others. Something to bounce back. That's why it's important to have a mentor, books, audios, somebody that can, again, look at your life with a non-emotional attachment to it and give you the right answer, not an emotional answer. So you don't want somebody that is not tied to you in any kind of way, that will tell you what you need to hear for your own well-being and not just to make you feel good. So list things like that. So that's important as well too. Now, the other thing being having order, time maximization. Now, I had things that I wanted to get done that I was working on every single day. Time management, overwhelming myself. That was another hassle. These next 90 days, as we work through, coming up now January, this one will go through the end of March or going to April 1st. Working on time management with my goals. Now, I believe had I managed my time differently and more accurately, I could have still hit my goal and maybe even hit over the goal. Now, it's an experiment. Everything may not go how you think it might go at first hand. You got to do some tweaking. Got to be willing to fail. And that's happened to me before, and that continues to happen because I'm always doing something. I'm always trying something. I'm not afraid to fail. I embrace the failure because within that is a lesson. So with me taking some of these failures and these L's, as people might say, it was really just making me stronger. It was making me stronger because I knew, okay, I tweaked up on this here, or I might have messed up on my budget here. Let me tighten up, fix up on this right here. Okay, this money going out over here. Well, let me make sure that, I got everything in order so that when this goes out, this is coming in to put right back. I'm not robbing, my mom used to say, you robbing Peter to pay Paul. With me, I'm taking money from my savings to pay back some debt that's due. Like, nah, we're not doing that no more. I'm getting structured up. No more eating out. No more spending money on the weekends at the club, getting some bottles and drinks. Like, nah, we're gonna chill in the house. That was the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing. Like, you're gonna have that temptation where people are still constantly asking you, yo, you wanna step out? Yo, you wanna come do this with me? You gotta be willing to cut the vices, cut the noise. Cut the noise. Step one, give y'all a couple steps, man, on how you can make these next 90 days the best 90 days for you. So look, we're gonna get into it now. We're gonna get into that nitty gritty. Step one, all right, man, get your pen and paper, man, white piece of paper, blue pen, black ink, whatever you're gonna use. Right, make sure you write this down. Step one is going to be cut your vices. Cut your vices. So remember in the last video, I gave y'all steps on how to really write your goals out, how to get to the right step, getting your budget in order, creating that snowball effect. So that's finances. But we're gonna talk about using some of those same tools and tactics to just any ordinary goal. Losing weight, you want to make more money on your job, you want to transition into entrepreneurship, you want to write a goal of, again, saving up for something, whatever. First thing you have to do though is be willing to cut the vices. That means cutting off what is really holding you back from not having it. If it was meant for you to have, you would have it. But there's something you're not doing, or something you may be doing too much of, that is exceeding getting to the goal. All right, you're messing that up. There's a break somewhere in there, so you got to take a step back. Think about, what are the vices? What is holding me in place? And a lot of times, man, cutting the vices isn't as easy as just stopping doing something. You may need to replace an old habit or a bad habit with a new and improved habit. So now we're going to start talking about the discipline, getting your mindset in order. So when you're cutting the vices, your mindset and your order comes from knowing what the goal is. What is the target? If it doesn't change your mindset, and if it doesn't make you want to move, it's not a big enough goal, or it's not your purpose. Remember, write down something that you really think you can't have. $1 million, $10 billion, $10,000 a month. If you want to have $1 million house, a fleet of 10 cars, you want to open up 5 new businesses, you want to generate $5K a month from your business, $2K a month from your business, you want to get your first customer in your business, you want to make 10,000 in sales, whatever it may be, it's got to be big enough to make you want to move when everything else in life is going totally wrong. So now that we've cut the vices, we have re-identified. Okay, I'm gonna say that because this is a step from a previous episode, but we're bringing it back, man. Cutting the vices at step one. Step two, re-evaluating your goal and making sure it's big enough. All right, that's got to be step two. Step three, taking action. What do you need to do? So for me, working on what I was working on, I had to make sure I wasn't spending any unnecessary money, staying in the house, sacrificing on the weekends, eating out, spending a lot of money on Christmas gifts and things for myself. I got my people what they wanted, don't get me wrong, but I wanted to get a couple things myself too, but it wasn't time for that. Reward yourself on the back end. We used to have a saying when I worked at McDonald's. Man, as a young kid, in my early teens, we had a sign in the break room. And for some reason, I just never forget this sign. But the sign said, take care of the customer, and the business will take care of itself. Take care of everything else that needs to be taken care of. Your business, you'll be able to take care of yourself. Because by you doing a kind gesture, man, having that integrity, doing the right thing when nobody's looking, doing the right thing on days you want to do all bad. The movie with Tyler Perry, I can do bad all by myself. Like, when you can do bad all by yourself, man, you choose not to. You choose to still stand 10 toes and be about your business, stand on your principles. The universe is going to reward that. And don't look at it as like, well, I was the last one to get rewarded. No. But you had to earn that. you're really the first person to get rewarded, but it required you to take care and do some other things first and put other people in position because they might have needed that small win that you did for them. So with me over these last 90 days, it was about taking care and telling certain people no. Telling certain people, no, I can't go out and do that. Telling myself, no, we don't need that to go out and spend the money on extra food. I can make something at the house. By me doing those things and sacrificing for the time being, you know, it helps some of my people that was around me hanging out. Like, you know, in the crib this weekend, we chilling. Let's watch the fight inside. We don't need to go to the sports bar. I was helping the people around me keep some money in their pocket, telling people about my goals and motivating them. And with how big that my goals are, well, dang, man, my goal ain't big enough. You know, I was trying to save $1,000 this month. Let me get up there with you. You know, nobody wants to be left behind. Nobody wants to be left behind. You got to be willing to initiate things, man. Don't be afraid to, what they say, grab the bull by the horns and wrestle them down and yank them down. Don't be afraid to stand yourself back up and lead. Even if nobody's following, look, they will. They might not be following now, but they're watching, which is all you need, man. You just need to be able to peak their inches a little bit, man. Peak their intuition just a little bit. The rest will play how it's supposed to be played. You know, so it's a matter of time with these things, man. Patience pays. Patience pays. Something else that has helped me over this span, man, just being one day at a time, taking everything one day at a time. Look, I wake up, I focus on what is the goal that I am achieving today. So if I'm working towards my goal, okay, bet I need to be able to cut my vices. What can I say no to? That's an achievement within the day. You know, if you're working towards a goal and your goal might require, again, you saving money. It requires you not to spend any extra money outside of your budget. $20 a day, $100 a week, whatever. Your goal for the day is to either not spend that $20, or if you have to spend 20, don't spend over that 20. So now 21, now 25, now 28. Something else that might get you a win for the day is finding a way to make a little extra money. So what is a way that I can make an extra $20 as well too? So that was something else I had to really kick up on. Not only am I saving money, but what are ways that I can find to bring me in more money as well too? What are some avenues I can, you know, can I come in earlier? Can I stay in later? You know, remember, the goal is big enough that putting the work in, putting the grind in, oh, that's nothing. That don't bother me. You know, I love the work. I love the grind because I know what that result gonna feel like. That result is gonna feel much better than possibly every single day that I was hurting. It always has been. There's never been a time where I set a goal for myself and I didn't have to really reach for it, man. You got to set goals that you got to really reach for. Like I'm trying to reach y'all through the phone with this information, this knowledge. Like you got to really reach for it. Really reach for it. And if you fall up short, I'm landing a lot further than where I am back here. I'm reaching for it. Sometimes, man, you might overreach and get more than you expected to grab. Ask yourself, man, are you ready? Are you ready to live 2026 in abundance? Are you ready to receive everything that is meant for you? Are you ready to elevate and live on your terms, on your own terms? The best way that you are supposed to live, the way that you're meant to live. You know, man, hey, look, this lifestyle is way of thinking, you know, success or whatever you want to call it, man. Whatever makes you feel good, whatever helps you sleep at night, whatever you getting up out of your bed for every single day, it's meant for you. It is, you know, but it ain't gonna be given to you. It ain't gonna be given to you, you know. So clock in, man. Stand on your 2 feet, man, on your 10 toes. Do what you're supposed to do out here. Do what you're supposed to do out here, man. Look, a couple other things. Let me see. Shades back on. Let me see if I got some notes, man. A couple things I want to hit on real quick. And like I said, Happy New Year, man. I'm feeling spectacular. Hell, if you know what I'm saying, I'm feeling sensational. We finna get right, man. We finna get turned up, man. If you're outside, man, hope y'all being safe. Let me see if I got something here for y'all. Like I told you, the modules, those are going to be coming out within the next 60 days. The first module will be uploaded The second one not long behind that. In the next 90 days, expect a whole lot from the Hustle Logic team, man. Myself and the others around me included as well too. So we really gonna do that. We really gonna do that. What does that say? Man, I think that's it, man. Thought I had some notes here. Yeah, I thought I had some notes here, but man, we okay. We okay, man. I done hopefully done said something that's gonna move somebody and get them shaking out their body a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Put a little work in on the front end, and you'll get rewarded on the back end, man. So look, live in tune with the successor, man. And if you've been here since I've been the professor, go ahead and like and show love, man, and to the blesser, man. Something like it. You know what I'm saying? But for real, if you've been here since the Game Changer days, man, since GC days, man, salute. Appreciate you. Leave a comment down below, man. Like, share this video with somebody that needs to hear this information. Look, we all trying to make it one day at a time, one step at a time. Let them know you got somebody here that can guide you the rest of the way, man. You just got to tap in and trust your boy. Hey, man, you're live in tune with the successor, man. Hustle Logic, Hustle Talk TV, man. Another great episode. We will be back. Look, man. Hustle now, successor later, man. You know what the deal is, man. And don't forget, it's not a podcast. It's a TV show. I'll let your boy, man. So.